Good morning, winners. Welcome to Terri's Tips. So listen, today's topic I absolutely love. The benefits of house hacking, guys. Yes. And before you say, I have a single family home, or I can't do that, or I have a great big family, stop. I'm going to outline multiple ways that you can house hack, even if you have a family, guys. Some of you guys are missing it. And some of you guys are couples. Some of you guys have adult children. You'd be surprised at all the creative ways that you can house hack. That's why I'm doing this video, because I'm like, people are missing it. Guys, house hacking is amazing. So we're going to talk about it today, the benefits of house hacking. All right, so first, who am I? My name is Terri. If you are new, welcome. I'm a self-employed entrepreneur, a mother, an investor, a YouTuber. Every Tuesday and Thursday morning, I upload brand new videos about personal and business credit, entrepreneurship, investing, mindset. I love to have fun. I love what I do. I'm super animated, super excited, because learning how to leverage my credit, personal and business, has honestly changed my life. And that's why I've dedicated my channel to helping you all do the same. And house hacking, if you've never heard the term, look, you're going to learn today. And if you thought you knew what house hacking was, you're going to learn today too, okay? Because literally house hacking is a super smart, strategic way to start real estate investing, to continue real estate investing, to take your real estate investing to another level. Okay. And let me start by saying, sometimes you guys reach out to me and I'm like, all right, let's kind of brainstorm ideas. You guys know I do credit jumpstart strategy sessions, right? And you'll say, I have no money. I have bad credit. I don't want to wholesale. I can't work an extra job. I can't get more hours. I won't. Listen, like, I'm trying to help you. So if you want different results, you have to do something different. Before we even get into all of this, and mind you, don't have to be uncomfortable to house hack, but I think that's the mindset of some people. So I need you to realize that sometimes you need to get a little bit uncomfortable to get a result for your lifetime. How bad do you want it? Okay. So I would love for you. I think I forgot to say like, share, subscribe, comment, all of the above. And then I'll do my nugget at the end. So first, let's talk about what is house hacking, okay? And why is it smart? And I told you, I'm going to outline multiple ways, not just having a multifamily property. That's only one way, guys. One way to house hack. So house hacking is basically where you go through, you qualify for a mortgage, a regular traditional FHA loan, where it's low credit scores, low down payment, awesome, amazing terms. Usually, in general, you might need a 640 credit score and above to qualify, which is low, okay? And then you only need 3 to 3.5% down. Now, guys, and depending on the other variables, I have seen loans approved at 620, 580, more so before COVID-19, but there are still some options out there. But honestly, you don't want loans with that low credit score. Like, really shoot for at least a 620, 640 and above. That should really be your goal. Now, this is where 3 to 3.5% down. Guys, that's the game changer. And if you do not have an open mortgage on your credit report, usually, right? Now, mind you, usually you qualify for a regular FHA loan. Period. So if you're a husband and wife and one person has a loan and the other one doesn't, you might be able to qualify. If you are a couple, if you have adult children, like if you are just dating, like you're working with somebody else, maybe you yourself, you've never had a mortgage in your name, literally you can get an FHA loan. It is smart, guys, smart, because sometimes when I talk to you, right, so I'm going to drop nuggets throughout the entire video, and the reason why I'm doing the benefits of house hacking, because sometimes when I talk to you, people say, I have no credit, no money, I don't want to wholesale, I can't get a second job, I can't get more hours, like I won't. Guys, like, if you want different results, you have to do something different. So this is where house hacking is strategic, because nowhere else are you going to get a loan for that amount, acquire an asset for that low money down, for 3 to 3.5% down. So this is where the other products, just like hard money, conventional, sometimes the conventional 2 or 3K loans, renovation loans, commercial loans, jumbo loans, bridge loans, all kinds of things, you have to come to the table with much more money. Guys, just by definition, investor means you have the capital to invest. So they expect you to have so much more money. So for house hacking, I'm going to define it, and then I'm going to give you multiple ways you can house hack besides just living in a duplex or triplex. I want you to write down on your piece of paper, this is why this is gold, low risk, passive income investing. Doesn't that sound amazing? Let me say it again. Low risk, passive income is where you can live for free and build wealth. Who doesn't want to live for free? So you go ahead and you get a regular FHA loan, right? Let's say they approve you for $300,000, and now you can go shopping. You can get a single family home, a duplex, triplex. Sometimes you can get a quad, which is 4 units and above. And the traditional way of house hacking means that you get that $300,000. Let's say you buy a duplex. You live in one unit, you rent out another unit. And the strategy is always that the tenant's rent is either going to cover all of your mortgage or at least most of your mortgage so that you can then live rent free. Now, why is that a benefit? Multiple reasons. Really, honestly, number one is tax write-offs. Write that down. If you are not a business owner or a homeowner, then you are being taxed the most. So for my single people, for my younger people, for my people that are older and don't have, any kind of dependents to claim anymore, for my people that, don't have any children, like literally you're being taxed the most. So a way to pay yourself back right away is to have a mortgage because you get to write off 100% of the interest. And for 1 year, especially in the beginning, where you're paying more interest, that could be a $5,000 write-off, a $10,000 write-off, a $15,000 write-off. Like literally you'll start to maximize some tax benefits by just owning and not paying rent to somebody else. Let me stop right there. Just not paying rent to somebody else is a benefit. You're an owner, you're an entrepreneur, you're an investor. Why are you paying somebody else's legacy? At the very least, get into a property to pay yourself, right? Pay a mortgage for yourself to build your own wealth. So I'll go off on a tangent. I'm going to drop gems throughout the entire video. I apologize because I love house hacking. And so this is where, let's say your mortgage is $1,000 a month, okay? Let's say your tenant is just paying maybe like, $1,500 a month. Well, now what happened to your biggest bill? Your biggest bill, you were paying rent to somebody else, right? Now you're living somewhere that you actually own, but your tenant's rent is paying your entire mortgage. So this is where number one, your tax benefits, but number two, now you're living for free. What's happening to your paycheck? If your biggest bill is taken care of, what's happening to your paycheck? It's going in your pocket. You're able to save way more aggressively. And then also it's something that's appreciating in value. So with that extra money, you yourself can still be paying your mortgage. You can be putting it down on the principal. You're having an asset that's appreciating in value. So let's say in a year, 3 years, 2 years, 5 years, whatever, depending on how well of a property you bought and the value and the cost, then you have equity in the property, right? And then you can do a cash out refinance or a home equity line afterwards, right? After maybe, I've seen some people do it even like 6 months after, depending on how good of a buy you got and like the market and if it appreciated in value. A year later, 6 months, 2 years later, 3 years later, you can do a cash out refinance or a home equity line and pull money out to buy another property. So that one property, guys, paid you with tax write-offs. It paid you with passive income. It paid you with appreciating in value. It paid you with having putting money back in your pocket because your biggest bill is taken care of. But that's the traditional way. So I have people in my more expensive markets, like my Californias, my Boston, my New York, who say, I can't find multifamily properties. There's no duplexes, there's no triplexes, there's no quads, or they're too expensive. So you can only buy a single family house. So go get a single family house. If you don't have money for anything else and you don't want to wholesale and you don't want to get a second job and none of these other things are an option, go get a single family house. Because guess what another way to house hack is let's say you find a 3-bedroom house. You live in one room, you rent out the other 2 rooms. Guys, that's a form of house hacking. Living in a room, renting out the other rooms. You can make a ton of money doing that. So guess what? It doesn't have to be forever. Most of the requirements for house hacking is 12 months owner occupied. Can you do it for 12 months? This is almost like Airbnb, or you doing homestay where you're living in an area. You can be living in the property and then renting out the other rooms. That's a form of house hacking. Guess what another form of house hacking is? There are properties where there's an in-law suite or a guest house. So if you want to go for a single family home because you can't find multi-unit, get a single family property that has an in-law suite and you live in the in-law suite, or maybe you rent out the in-law suite, or has a guest house and you live in the guest house, or you rent out the guest house. That's house hacking. Guess what another way is? And this is where my house even qualifies for this. When you have a finished basement, let's say you have a powder room down there, renovate it and make it a full bathroom. For example, my property has a renovated basement and it has a door that goes from the outside right to the basement. I know I literally have about 5 people right now in my immediate network that live in a single family home that rent out their finished basement that pays for almost their entire mortgage. That's house hacking, okay? So you have a finished basement, then rent that out, okay? If you don't have a finished basement, buy a property, single family with your FHA loan, renovate the basement, rent it out. Then you can rent it out. That could be also, like, again, Airbnb, homestay. People are making a ton of money being creative. For my hustlers, I actually had a client tell me this, okay? And I'm going to share it because honestly, like I said, I have people from all walks of life. And this is where renting out the basement, getting an in-law suite, getting a property with a guest house. This is where if you have a family, I don't want to hear, well, I have a family, I can't do it, but I have no money, no credit. I don't want to wholesale. We have to adjust somewhere. So I want to expand your mind. House hacking just means that you're using a FHA loan, which is low credit score, low money, to buy a property, and then you're using it to get passive income. And it's not forever. 12 months. Remember that. Write it down, okay? So I actually had somebody, you've been hearing all this stuff about like mobile homes. Guys, some of these mobile homes are like luxury, okay? Like 3 and 4 bedrooms, like super, super fancy. I had somebody buy a single family house and then buy a mobile home, buy like a trailer, like a trailer, and put it on the property and live in the trailer and rent out the house. Hustler. And I love it. Like, seriously, that is smart. And it's not forever. But do you understand that how much rent is for a house compared to a mortgage? Like, I have a home healthcare company looking at a property of mine right now with a mortgage. I do have a mortgage on the property. It's about $1,400. The home healthcare company wants to rent it out for residential housing for $4,500. Did y'all hear me? And that's a single family house. So you can be creative, okay? So this is where, especially for my higher markets, for my Californians, for my New Yorks, I don't want you to think that only getting a duplex or only getting a triplex means house hacking. You can Airbnb rooms. You can rent out a basement. You can do a guest house or do a in-law suite. So don't close your mind, because it's the only way to get a property with such low down payment. And if you don't have a ton of money in the bank, if your credit is just okay, it's a way to start. Literally one property. How many, Terri? One property can change your life. So evaluate your credit, evaluate how much money you have to put down, evaluate your market, evaluate your situation. It's where if there's a couple and one of you has a mortgage in your name and the other one doesn't, work to get them an FHA loan and find a property. Strategy. If you have adult kids, they're like 21, 22, and they're not thinking about it. Educate them about real estate, work on their credit, have them get a property, a duplex, a triplex, whatever. Use your resources. If you're JVing and 3 of you has, properties in your name, but someone else has never had an FHA loan, use them to get the FHA loan. Strategy. There's a reason why house hacking is super popular, widely used, something that real estate investors talk about all the time. So stop turning up your nose like, I don't want a house hack. There's a ton of benefits. Amen. I hope that was helpful for you. I hope that expanded your mind. And real quick for my nugget, guys, you have to start writing things down. There is power. I need you to hear me. There is power to putting pen to paper. Pen to paper. There's a reason why multimillionaires and multi-billionaires always say they journal. They write things down. It's biblical. Write the vision, make it clear. Write the vision, make it clear. So literally, like, what are your daily goals, your weekly goals, your monthly goals, your annual goals? Write them down. And besides journaling, so everything I tell you guys to do, I do. So here's like a steno pad, right? So I literally write down my goals. I rewrite them every single day. Every single day. And I use a steno pad because I write down my actual goals. Look, I want y'all to read all my stuff. My goals. And then my to-do list too. Every single day, I write them down. Every single day. But I don't tell you guys to do anything that I don't do. I journal. Like I probably go through one a month. And they all say cute little things, right? Everything is possible to one who believes. Mark 2, 9:23. This one says, God is within her. She cannot fail. This one is, with God, all things are possible. This one is, make this moment count. Like literally write things down. Some of you guys are not hitting your goals because you haven't clarified them. What are your goals for your finances, for your health, for your investing, for your entrepreneurship, for your vision, for your children, for your family, for your relationships, for your spirituality? Write down your goals, because the only way you can hit a target is if you know what it is, if you define it. So get into the habit of journaling daily and writing down your goals daily. I said it, daily. You want different results, you have to do something different. Amen? So I hope that was helpful. Look into house hacking. Be open-minded. Be strategic and make it work for you. One property, can change your life drastically. Amen? Like, share, comment. Let me know if this information was helpful for you, and have a super amazing day on purpose, guys.